Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crencast. We are on episode 4 of the Crencast. There's really no reason to, make these episodes, really. It's just kind of like, I might as well make it an episode or something. I mean, I could just put the date, this is the date of the podcast, or, this is, just, topics. Just, these are the topics of the Crencast. I don't even have to put episode blah. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just put, Crencast blah blah blah, just topics. I don't need to put episodes on it. Now let's put the episode in the thumbnail. That way you can still keep track of them, but you won't have to be I'm just ranting myself right now. How's it going? Today's Thanksgiving, at least if you're in America. I know other countries have various other days for Thanksgiving. I know Canada was last month. I don't know everybody else's, but my Thanksgiving was pretty good. Just ate food with family. Then went out and went to all the Black Friday things, even though it's still Thursday. We'll get to that in a little bit. I want to talk about, actually, what do you do on Thanksgiving? I'm curious. In the comments below, just put what you do to celebrate Thanksgiving. Because I'm always curious. Because the stereotype of Thanksgiving is you get together with your family, you have some food, you're just chilling around oh boy, I'm thankful for everything in my life. That's the other thing. There's just something that bothers me about everybody going around being say what you're thankful for. Even though it's it's just once a year and you just say what you're thankful for. And it's just, there's something, it feels a tiny bit fake. There's that little bit of fakeness that just kind of bothers me. What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for everything in my life and my family, and that we got food to eat, and that the Cubs won the World Series, and that we get to go to Black Friday later. It's, I don't know. There's just, you feel that too? You feel that too? There's just this weird aura around it of just are you really thankful though? Are you really thankful, or are you just saying it because we're forced to say it once a year, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm being the Grinch or something. Just let people be happy, all right? Why don't you just let people be happy? Fine, I'll let people be happy, okay? I've been drinking coffee if I seem a little bit more hyper than usual. Oh my god, I just... You know how the coffee cup has the little hole so you can drink the coffee? It's a great invention. I drank the coffee out of the little part next to it that's just plastic, so I was and I drank nothing. What's happening to me? Where did I? Oh yeah, how do you celebrate Thanksgiving? That's where I branched off from. Just comment below. I'm curious because, like I said, it seems like everyone's just you just go around the table, you say thanks, you just eat some good food, you sit and watch your NFL football, and you just have a good time. But I'm curious as to how you do it, because I know some people go by their friends. You know, they don't have their family, or they don't have great connections with their family. Maybe they don't talk to them anymore. Maybe you just go by your friends. Maybe you're tired of family and friends and you just go somewhere alone by yourself. Maybe go see a movie. Maybe you do something else. I don't know. Tell me what you do in the comments because I'm curious. Okay. Let's move on to Black Friday, which may as well be Black Thursday at this point. So every year, me and Jesse Cox, go... Well, we don't get, but we do a podcast on Black Friday. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. And it's always just crazy to see what happens on Black Friday. And there's people trampling each other and going crazy. But I think that's let up a bit now with online shopping, which is a good thing. Unless you're like us and you're looking for the great stories of being whoa, Florida man rides alligator into Best Buy to get TV, eats 5 people, then you're missing out. So that's sad. But you know what? I'm not gonna give up on Florida man just yet. I think he's got this one. I think he's gonna do something crazy this year, so that's fine. So I went out on Black Friday because I was why not, right? I figured I'd people watch, I'd get some good stories for the podcast we're doing. I'll share some of them right now. But I also got stuff. I had no intention of buying anything, and yet I bought a beanie. I put that picture up on Instagram. Oh, I'm so hip and cool. I put a beanie pic up on Instagram. That really is like a hipster. That's fine though. Yeah. Let's see. What else? There's actually good deals. There's like 50% off the entire store. Like I figured I'd go in and be like, all right, it's like this item's got like $5 off or $10 off. And that's how Target was, because I went to Target too. And they were just kind of like, And then you go to like the mall and everyone's like 50% off everything in the store. And I was like, oh my God, I think I'm going to buy stuff. Which the mall was also insane. It was insanely packed. It was like Christmas Eve. Like Christmas Eve levels of like, I need to buy things. But at almost, it's like 10 p.m. on a Thanksgiving night. It was crazy. But I kind of like that. I think that's why people like Black Friday. Because everyone's like, oh, well, it's deals. It's just good deals. You get that online. You get it anywhere, year long. It doesn't matter. But there's something about going out and just being a part of this madness and just seeing everybody out and about being like, I gotta get stuff. And then you're out and about and you're looking for the deals. Just like, it's this weird tradition that I think we not take pride in, but I don't know. It gives you that nostalgic feeling of like, oh boy, here we go. We got to get out there. Because you're finding deals, but you're doing it with other people. And it's like, I don't know what that noise means. It felt right. That's what I do a lot of times. I just make noises because they feel like they fit the situation. That's what a lot of my noises are. Like, what was I talking? Oh yeah, Black Friday. So there's this one dude. And I'm going to talk about this on Cox and Crendor, but there's this one guy, and he had 3 carts lined up of just stuff. And I didn't even know if it was, like, his cart. It was him and his wife, and they were just standing by these carts. And I was like, why are they standing by the carts that are, like, stuff they're going to put back on the shelves or whatever? Because you know how sometimes they'll have those carts out, and they put stuff like, throw it in the cart. We're going to put those back on the shelves. And all that's like, okay. And then they go restock it. Like, I was like, oh, maybe they're looking through the carts to see if there's any good deals in there. And then I realized that was the stuff they were actually buying. Those were their items. Those carts were 3 carts full of stuff. And it wasn't even just like little things. It was like video games. It was controllers. It was like a TV. It was like big ass toy things. It was insane. And I was like, oh my God, I know it's Black Friday, but like they're spending like well over $1,000, well over, which is probably the reason they make so much money from Black Friday. That's the reason I go out. I want to see those people, and they're just walking around. He's like, I was kind of following him a bit, and they were going around, and the one dude was pushing his 2 carts, and then he like yelled at his wife. He's like, hey, do you still got the other cart? And she's like, yeah, I got the other cart. He's like, all right, just making sure. And I was like, oh my God. It just pictures, or I pictured just like a bunch of people in like a storm or something. Like everybody's rationing out the food. Like, you got the beans? All right, we got the bread. Just all right, the tornado's getting closer. Yeah, like I got it. Get out of here, get out, go. I don't know. It's just this intense desperation. There's also this like Asian family, and the one daughter was buying Pokemon Moon, and I was like, she's like putting it, because they were buying a TV too, so she put it on top of the TV, and I swear to God, the Asian mother was just like, you already have Pokemon. And she's like, no, it's the new one. And she's like, how many new ones they gonna make? And I was like, oh my God, that's a gold little scenario that is played out there. So I gotta bring that one up to Jesse as well. I mean, it's true. How many Pokemon are they gonna make? She's got a point. I'm making fun of her, but like she's got a point there. But let's see. There's also a man dressed up as a cat. I made that my Snapchat story. What is it? Oh, yeah, if you go on Crendor Snaps, all one word, you can see my story, which is this guy was outside of one of the stores at the mall just being like, hey, come check out our things. And he just had a cat head on. Kind of like Dr. Genki? What was his name? From Saints Row. It was like that, but just a black cat. And he's like, come on in. And it has like what? It's so confusing. It's like, why do they have a Catman there? I don't know. Let's see. What else was happening? There were these people taking selfies outside of McDonald's. I was like, of all places, to take a selfie, why would you want to take a selfie right outside McDonald's? It didn't make any sense to me. Like, you can take a selfie by the Christmas stuff. You can take a selfie by, like, I don't know, a fancy store. You can take a selfie by Starbucks or something. Like, hey, but you choose McDonald's. Out of all the places, McDonald's. I don't get it. Maybe they love McDonald's. Maybe I'm judging them too harshly. I don't know. But it was pretty mellow. Like, obviously it's packed. People are going around being like, but like nobody got trampled. Nobody got injured. That was the big thing, right? I didn't see any crazy people out there. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I feel like Black Friday is practically a bigger holiday than Thanksgiving at this point. You know what I mean? Like, more people go like talk about Black Friday than they do Thanksgiving, which kind of talks about our society in a bit, that we care more about the deals than we do being like, give thanks. But then again, I just gave that whole thing about like, I'm thankful for like, whatever. I'm thankful for Black Friday deals. Barack Obama. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then, like, I know everybody's shopping for Christmas, right? But it seems like Black Friday just keeps getting earlier and earlier now, to the point where Amazon's Black Friday deals started like a week and a half ago. They're just like, yeah, it's November. We'll do a Black November. It's like, what? So it's like they're starting to defeat the whole point of Black Friday. But there's still something about just going to the store versus online. I'll still buy some stuff online probably because they got some good deals on Amazon. But yeah, it just keeps getting earlier and earlier. Like, now, it used to be like, oh man, now they're opening at like 6 a.m. on Black Friday. Now they're opening at 2 a.m. Now they're opening at midnight. Now they're opening at 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving. So, you know what happens? Everybody finishes eating, and they got nothing to do. It's like you just sit around, talk to your family a bit. You're like, all right, cool. Well, we caught up. Now what do you want to do? It's like, I guess we'll go home. It's like, or we can go shopping. We can get some sick deals, bro. But yeah, isn't it weird? And then Christmas is the other thing that keeps getting earlier, right? I remember, what was it? I tweeted a picture. Is Christmas trees at the mall, and they were putting them up like a week before Halloween. It was like a week or two before Halloween. It maybe even been 2 weeks. And I was just like, all right, I can get a little before Thanksgiving. I can get even right when it hits November. But October? Come on, man. That's just, I don't know. There's just something crazy about having a holiday, like have their decorations start getting up almost, was it the 25th, 2 months before it even starts. We hadn't even had Halloween or Thanksgiving or Black Friday yet. I don't know. That's just like, imagine if all the holidays were people, right? And they all had birthdays, and every holiday's birthday was on that holiday. So it's like, oh man, Halloween's birthday's coming up. And he's like, oh boy, we're going to celebrate. It's my birthday. And then Christmas is just the douchey, like, Sweet 16 girl you'd see on, like, MTV. And she's like, okay, we're going to start celebrating my birthday like a few weeks before Halloween now, because it's like, and it's just like, but it's my birthday. Why can't we celebrate my birthday? It's like, yeah. Then Halloween hits, and they're like, hey, it's Halloween. And then you just got Christmas is at the Halloween party, and they're just like, so you didn't know it's like Christmas pretty soon, right? And everyone's like, dude, Christmas, can you just celebrate Halloween? Can we just stop? You're gonna have your day, all right? So just chill out. You already took over Thanksgiving, so like, don't take all don't ruin Halloween too. That's all I'm saying. Does that even make sense? Am I just rambling now? I think I'm just rambling now. Either way, that's some good coffee. So yeah, everything. I don't get it. It's just whatever. Just let it happen. Uh, let's see. Anything else? Oh yeah. The other thing I saw was so many bumper stickers because I was walking through the parking lot. Just bumper stickers galore. Hold on. Let me see if I can find some of them. Bumper stickers. I made back in the day when I used to make truth rages. I had a truth rage about bumper stickers, and now that sounded weird. Now I've seen so many bumper stickers just make me mad. It's not even mad, it's just frustrated. So the bumper stickers that make me the angriest are, I have an honors student at blah 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 blah. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares about your honors student. There's the political ones, right? The ones just like, I support this candidate. Like, you're not going to change anyone's mind by having a bumper sticker. And everybody already hears so much about politics. We don't need to see it on your car or your bumper. And then, like, it was the little, like, family ones were fine at first, right? Like, they put their family on. It's a mom and a dad and 2 kids and their dog, and they're on the back of their car window. Like, okay. And then they got a little funnier, like, oh, the dad's Darth Vader and the mom's Princess Leia. They're getting Star Wars themed. Now they're just annoying. There's just so many of them. I think my favorite one I saw was just like a dinosaur, like a T-Rex that was eating like the family. I thought that was a clever one. Like, now I don't mind bumper stickers as long as they're clever, like that, right? Or like there was one. It was like, I was an honor student. I don't know what happened, right? Like, they're playing off the dumb bumper stickers that everyone has. I just don't get bumper stickers. Like, sometimes, okay, I can understand a bumper sticker if it's like helping someone that's driving, right? Like, maybe it says baby on board, right? There's all those things. Like, okay, now I know there's a baby in that car, so maybe I don't want to drive as crazy or something if I'm driving crazy. Maybe it's like student driver. Like, okay, they're a student driver. They're probably going to make more mistakes. I should be more alert. Things they're actually going to, like, impact your driving. But then there's the ones that just we don't need. We don't need like just political. God, I can't even think of any. There's just, hold on, let's see. Let's find, here we go. This guy's got a bunch. Oh yeah, the coexist ones. There's, if you can read this, get off my ass. It's like, I hate those. It's like, yeah, if you could read this, get off my ass. You're riding my tail. It's like, I'm trying to read your bumper sticker that you put on your shitty car. I can't read it. Like, hey, what's that say? I don't know. Maybe I got to get closer. And it's like, hey, you're too close. It's like, well, don't put a bumper sticker on your car. Blah. I hate it. I hate bumper stickers. Yeah. So that's my bumper sticker rant. Yeah, you know what the other thing is? I noticed this tonight when I was just going around shopping and hearing Black Friday things and seeing people or whatever, is the sayings that people kind of robotically say. I do it too, where you go to like the checkout, you buy a thing, you do the whole like, put my card in, and they're like, hey, you want to save 10% by signing up for our credit card? And you're like, no. And they're like, are you sure? It's a great deal. And you're like, no, I really don't want to save 10%. I'll pay the extra $2 if you just don't talk to me and tell me what to do with my life. And then they're like, okay, so you buy it, and then that's the other thing I hate. They do so many things now when you're just trying to buy a thing. That's why people want self-checkout. That's why there's so many self-checkouts. Like, why are we losing? Why would people keep going to self-checkout, not going to humans over things? Like, because they're just annoying, right? Like, sign up for our thing. It's like, no, I don't want to. And like, you got an email? Yes. What is it? I don't want to tell you because then you're going to send me stuff. I got a phone number? Yes. How about that? No, because then you're going to text me stuff and just blah. And they're just like, okay, well, it is a great deal. And you do get coupons in the mail. It's like, God, just let me buy my thing. So then you just go to self-checkout. It's like, bloop, beep, bam, you're done. Like I said, I just make noises that sound right. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the sayings. So I got way off track. If you say, it's like these robotic sayings aren't. So you do the whole thing, and then you're like, "Have a good one." That's one of them. Have a good one. That's the one I go. Like I default to that. Like, all right, this is it. All right, have a good one, and you go. But do you really mean have a good one? Like maybe kind of, but you don't really care, right? And you know they're not gonna have a good one. They got to work their shitty retail job for the rest of the day. They're not gonna have a good one. That's just, it's those default responses that are kind of in our brain. It's like, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. And it's like, but really, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. It's like, really though, how are you doing? Like, I'm doing pretty shitty. Everything's shit right now. And it's like you just slowly wear it down. There's like that. It's just that wall. Like, hey man, how you doing? I'm doing great. How about you? I'm doing great too. Awesome. We should hang out sometime. Yeah, totally, bro. Pound it. Psh. All right. So yeah, there's like have a good one. What are the other ones? What are some other phrases that are like have a good one? Have a nice day. Just the same thing. It's just a lot of things for like have a nice day or like have a good night. Have a all those ones. But have a good one's just the most frequently heard one and used one by me at least. Oh, no, yeah, hold on. I'm going to Google it. Have a good one. Have a good one. Wait, there's a meme? Have a good one meme? Have a good one meme. I was told to have a good one. At this point, I'm afraid to ask which one they meant. Ah, I get it. That's a joke. Let's have a good one. Have a good one. Yes. I guess people are just like, hey, they're making fun of have a good one. Which, I mean, you should. It's a dumb phrase. I don't know why I use it so much. Have a good one. Hey, have a good one. You too. What am I doing? So yeah. I don't know my point with that. I just wanted to talk about having a good one. I mean, it could even mean anything. Have a good one. You'd be talking about like dinner, like have a good dinner later. Have a good one. I don't know. Let's see what else. What else happened? Sports happened. Football, NFL football. Detroit beat Minnesota. Thank God. I hate the Vikings. Dallas beat Washington. That was pretty close in the end. I think Dallas was doing pretty well, and then Pittsburgh destroyed Indianapolis. Shit, dude. Packers are so bad. It's so, they're supposed to be like one of the best teams this year. Like Jordy Nelson's back. Get ready, guys. We're going to have one of the best runs at the Super Bowl you're going to see. Now they're 4 wins, 6 losses. I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs at this rate. They'll have to win out. They'll have to win the rest of their games to make the playoffs. And I don't even know if they'll make it then. They'll just have a pretty good shot at making it, but it's just so bad. If you don't care about sports, this will just help you fall asleep at this point. But it's like, okay, the Packers, they got the 3-4 defense. I think they got to change it. They got to change it up. All the people, we don't have enough linebackers to really make it work. It worked back in 2010 when they won the Super Bowl, and then people started figuring it out. Dom Capers needs to go. Get rid of him. I think I switch back to a 4-3. You got Clay Matthews. You got what's his name? Yeah, Blake Martinez. You just drafted. Then someone else you throw on the line, and then draft some linemen instead. Get some big bodies up front. Get some pressure on the quarterback. I like 4-3 defenses more. I think the 3-4 is a little overrated. And then secondary just got really unlucky because they're all banged up and injured. But still, some of these guys playing in the secondary are really bad. And it's just so bad. They're just giving up touchdown after touchdown to Washington. It's embarrassing. And then on the offensive side, Eddie Lacy got hurt. His ankles he has like the worst ankles ever. So then we got Starks, who's been here for like 9 years or something, was it won the Super Bowl? It's like 6 or 7 years. He's getting old. We need a new running back. They really need a new running back. They need that. They need a big-time receiver for Rodgers because they have Jordy Nelson used to be the number 1, but he's fallen off because of his ACL. I think he's a solid number 2 still. Cobb is not a number 2. He's like a number 3 now. And then even Adams. Adams might be better than Cobb. And then aside from that, they need like a true number one. They need like that AJ Green, Des Bryant type guy. It's just going to be there for Aaron Rodgers. That and a tight end. They really need a tight end too. Jared Cook's all right. He might get better, but I don't know how injury prone he is because he's kind of old too. Offensive line's just beat up as well. They're not bad. I think the offensive line will be good. I think they need to draft a wide receiver. I'd use the first round pick on a wide receiver. Like, get the best one you can get. And then go running back in the second round. Maybe even third or fourth. You could probably afford that. Then go, like, get some linemen. Or no, secondary. You got to get secondary first, then linemen. See, that's what I would do if I'm the Packers. You can't waste Aaron Rodgers' good years, dude. The guy's awesome. The guy's like one of the best quarterbacks, and you're wasting his talent. Get rid of McCarthy. Oh, that's the other thing. Fire their coach, Mike McCarthy. Guy was good when he got hired like 10 years ago or whatever it was. He got him a Super Bowl, and now everybody's just figured out his scheme. He plays too simple of a game of football. The game's changing. All the teams are changing, and he's just kind of chilling like we're still playing like it's 8 years ago. It's like everything's changed, dude. Maybe he can go to like another team and help them out, but we don't need him anymore. We don't need him. We need a new coach. Aaron Rodgers has gotten like content, kind of lazy with him as the coach too. He's like, whatever. I just want him to fire McCarthy and Capers, reset everything, and let's go next year. I'd rather they just lose out and get a good draft pick at this point. So that's my football talk for right now. Also, I've been watching the NBA. That's pretty exciting. NBA's gotten a lot better. So I haven't really watched the last couple of years. I kind of tune in and out because I watch like a lot of sports, but NBA I'm always like, I usually watch the playoffs or I watch a couple Bulls games or like whatever. But Bulls are actually doing pretty well this year. They're 9-6. They got Dwayne Wade. They got Jimmy Butler. Hell yeah. They're actually competitive. More competitive than I thought they'd be. And then the Knicks got Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah from the Bulls. And they're 7-7. So actually, Bulls are doing better without Rose and Noah. I knew they would because they've had Rose and Noah for so long, and I always watch them in the playoffs. I'm like, dude, they're not gonna win with these guys. So I'm happy they got rid of them and went with a different approach because it's working. Anything else? There's hockey. Oh yeah, in hockey, they announced the new Las Vegas team, which is the Golden Knights. The Las Vegas Golden Knights. What a dumb team name. Their logo's pretty cool, though. So I'll give them that. But I think the team name is just stupid. Like, oh, man, here come the Golden Knights. So scared. I don't know. It'll be all right. But I think they could have had a better team name, like the Bandits or something. Or something just... Because it's in the desert, right? So something desert-related. They probably wanted to avoid anything with gambling. I guess. I don't know. I think it's a playoff word. It's like, oh, wow, it's a golden night. Like the Las Vegas lights and gold and money and everything. And then it's nighttime. But then it's the Knights. It's like play on words or whatever. Whatever. I saved the sports talk for last because I know a lot of you don't care about sports. So you can be like, well, I listen to all the things. So hopefully you enjoy that. Either way, I think I'm done ranting for now. I think it's my Crencast for the day, the week. Maybe not the week. I don't know. I just make them whatever I want. Hope you enjoyed it. YouTube's been being pretty buggy lately. Views are all over the place for everybody. So if you're not getting my videos in your home feed, they show up in subscriptions usually, but they don't show up on the homepage now when apparently they used to a lot. So that's great. If you haven't been getting a lot of my videos, I've been doing like pointless top 10s. I've been doing like a video a day, dude. I've been going ham, but the views are just crazy. So go to my YouTube page that you're on right now and click the little bell next to the subscribe, and then you can turn on notifications to be notified when my videos are live. So that's the easiest way to not miss any videos. And yeah, that's all I got. Okay. See you.